Camera phones, a quick, easy way to take a picture and share those little moments in life, but sending them and sharing with your friends can sometimes be difficult. But there's a new program out there that may make it a lot easier to do that, and joining us to talk about this new program is John Poisson, who's the CEO of Tiny Pictures. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I can email that picture that I just took of the camera to a friend of mine. I could make a list, I could send it to 10 or 12 people and get it to them. What will your product do that's going to improve upon that?
Well, as a starting point, if you were to take a picture and send it to 10 of your friends at once, each of those people would receive the picture, and maybe they'll respond, maybe they won't. Maybe you'll actually be interrupting them. You're actually taking a picture and pushing it on them. They're actually you're encouraging a messaging charge on their behalf. Radar takes a totally different view of that. On one end of the spectrum, there's this kind of picture messaging, sending of pictures one-to-one or one to a couple. On the other end of the spectrum are a whole range of tools around photo blogging or sharing the details of my life from my camera phone with the world at large. We think there's a lot of space in between to do something more compelling.
So in essence, something between the direct picture just to their phone or one device and putting it out there on the World Wide Web where anybody can see it. Exactly. This is kind of a controlled space is what you're calling it. And as you said, it's called Radar is the name of the product, right?
Precisely. So Radar is about instantly sharing what you're doing through your camera phone with your close friends. So when I use Radar, I take a picture and I put it on my Radar channel. My friends, the people that I've invited to look at my pictures, can visit Radar from their phone or from their computer and see the pictures that I've taken, allow me to see theirs, and we can all have kind of a group conversation using commenting around those pictures.
In essence, a lot like some of the social websites out there, but really built around pictures.
Yeah, imagine a kind of picture-focused social site with a heavy skew toward the mobile access of that information, but scoped entirely by just the people you choose.
Well, show me how it works. You've got your camera phone, which actually looks like more of a camera than
yeah, it's a little bit of both. Yeah. So let me just take a quick picture of you.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Smile. Good. And I just, a couple clicks, and send that to my Radar channel.
In essence, it's just a web address that, or an
I have a
email
private
address,
posting address, precisely, that I send to my channel. No one else has access to that information. So anything I send.
Show me the interface and what you can do, and
sure.
Hopefully the picture will show up here in the next couple of seconds or so.
Just refresh this. So I mentioned before that I have a channel in Radar, which is ultimately the kind of chronicle of what I'm doing, and you'll see this row of pictures at the top represents my channel. There's your picture right at the end.
It showed up. Okay.
A couple pictures before here of our friend Julie playing in front of the monitors and your producer Vanessa. This I took on the street this morning, another meeting I had earlier this morning. So these are just the pictures of my life, important moments, ordinary moments, but I'm sharing them with people who are wondering what I'm doing. I happen to be on this press tour across the country, so my friends and family here and in other countries are all wondering what I'm doing at the moment. So they're paying attention to what I'm doing when they have a few moments of spare time. And
it just keeps on adding pictures here, so these are timelined, or do you group them?
This is my timeline, effectively. So this is the last picture I took, and this scrolls back infinitely in time. If I scroll down, the row of pictures below this is my sister-in-law. So you can see yesterday my niece and nephew were playing baseball.
Yeah, can we see you? Can you blow them up too?
Yeah, absolutely. This is my nephew Kevin.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Playing baseball. And you'll see that my sister-in-law posted this picture Monday afternoon. A few hours later, my dad posted a comment, "Way to go, Kevin." And then my mom wrote, "Nice form." It's
and
perfect
everybody sees all the comments as well. So it is
absolutely.
kind of this group discussion as well.
Yeah, it's a group discussion. But sometimes, even though I'm sharing with the people that I'm close to, and I feel comfortable sharing those kind of details with them, sometimes I want to be a little bit more specific. So let's take the case of my picture of you here this morning. Maybe I don't want my friends in Montreal to see that picture, so I can instantly block
take them
that.
off the list.
So I always maintain control of those pictures. Let's say I go out with my friends and I wake up in the morning and I go, maybe I shouldn't have shared some of those pictures. I can quickly change access.
Now this is a website, basically, a server that you host. So if I'm on your list, how do I know that you've posted something new? Is it like every day I'm just going to check in on your site, or is there?
In fact, yes. So the opposite model is you get notified every time I post a picture, which totally runs counter to our notion of just kind of sharing what's going on in this kind of stream of consciousness way. I can receive an email update a couple times a day if I want to, telling me who posted new pictures and who left new comments. But the natural use case when people start using Radar with their friends is they wonder what's going on when they've got a few minutes, on their phone on the way somewhere or waiting for a train or something. Yeah. They'll check and see what's going on. Yeah. They wake up in the morning and they see what's gone on overnight, or they go to bed at night and the last thing they do is they check to see what's going on.
Now, there have been a couple of articles of late about camera phones and how little we're actually using them in this country versus several others. This, I take it, you think is one of the ways to kind of make them more ubiquitous and more well used.
Absolutely. They are ubiquitous. They're just completely underused, and that's true across all kinds of different markets and countries. That's precisely why radar exists. There's a huge opportunity out there. More than 1 billion camera phones in the world. Usage rates are enormously low. A lot of people do the kind of take a picture and, oh, let's take a look at that. We think that's missing something. We think the camera on this device has as much to do with this piece of equipment being the principal communication device in your life.
What's it going to cost me? What does it run?
Radar's free. The core service, the unlimited posting and access of that content from the mobile browser on your phone, from your desktop, always will be free.
And how much memory, how many pictures can I post?
There's no limits to that.
Right.
There's a downloadable Java client on my phone that gives me the same interface you saw on the desktop. That'll be available through carriers for a couple $1 a month.
John Poisson, it sounds like a great idea from Tiny Pictures. The product's called Radar. I can find it at?
Radar.net.
Excellent. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. It was a pleasure to meet you. And good luck with the product as well.
And we're back with more of Ahead of the Curve right after this.